All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Irish Takes.
Welcome back.
Well,
At least welcome back to us.
welcome back. Yeah, Shenny's on the other side of the screen. But hey, Roman, nice to see you here,
Nice to see
buddy.
you again. Hey.
Great to. All right. Starting off this podcast, great. It's been a crazy week in San Diego Padres world, so we're gonna get to it. First, I want to say RFP Papa Pete. We're gonna get to all of that and some more exciting news for the Padres. A brand new manager just announced, and we're going. All right, Average Takes, we're back. Padres Pod. If you guys are new, it is Bob and Roman in the studio and Shenny on the other side of the glass. Crazy week in Padres world, San Diego world.
Up and down roller coaster. If you ask
roller
me.
coaster because a week ago had some devastating news break. Padres owner Peter Seidler had passed away. Kind of shocking for a lot of us. I know he dealt with cancer in the past. Not too sure. They didn't say what happened, but I just want to say my condolences and respect to the family of Peter Seidler. That's just terrible, losing a loved one for so many people. And I think we've seen it in San Diego and Padres and all over the world, what Peter has meant to so many people, the life he was, the human he was, the impact. More of a better way of putting it, his impact is phenomenal. What he did for the city of San Diego cannot be put into words. Like, it's chilling. From all the organizations, the fundraising, all the things that he had done since taking over and previous before he even owned the Padres. So Peter Seidler, just a terrific person. I've got to just walk past him and talk to him just for a few seconds, and for him just to be able to come and speak to someone who's walking in the garage to a game, and he looks like he's frantically walking out of there with his stuff in a Walmart bag, like definitely a great guy. He's definitely going to be missed. And I know so many people are going to miss him. So definitely condolences to the family.
Yeah, a lot of people were posting about him. He was a nice guy. He was the only guy that walks around the stadiums and shit like that.
Yeah, like
one of the few owners.
Yeah,
that like walk around and interact like how he did.
You could just run into the owner,
take pictures and videos like how you ran into him. Like, yeah, that's pretty sick. How he liked the community and the fans just as much as he liked like having the team.
Yeah, one of the big things was Tatis's return in Arizona. Like, he was just walking around in Arizona because he knew how many San Diego fans were going to be excited because, one, Fernando Tatis is back, and then two, the owner's walking around. Like, how excited I would be just to be like, holy fuck, Peter Seidler's just walking around taking pictures, giving high fives in the middle of the second deck. Like, it's the coolest thing in the world, coolest guy in the world. Definitely devastating. He's done so much for this franchise, spent so much money, turned this team around, like, since he's taken over. But even before that, once he bought in, like, he's put in so much hard-earned money. The Lucky Duck Foundation is such a cool foundation. I hope all you guys go to the website. If you subscribe, put your email in. Like, who checks their emails all the time these days? You have so many things pop up. Subscribe to the Lucky Duck Foundation, and with everyone's subscription, they actually give away a free pair of socks to the homeless. Really? Just putting your email in the website. Okay. So definitely do that. Like, if you're a Padre fan, that's the easiest thing you could do to donate and like contribute. Put your email in. I think that's so cool. But yeah, for San Diego to lose this type of legend, and San Diego's lost so many legends.
Yeah, for real.
They put up a graphic and it was just horrible. Junior Seau, Tony Gwynn, these San Diego legends are now Peter Seidler. It's just sad.
Sad for San Diego.
Sad for San Diego. Just I mean, but they did talk about it today, so a little bit different subject. A couple days later, this felt like it was put on secondary while there was GM meetings, Peter passing. So I felt like this was like kind of the secondary-ish announcement, but like, or not announcement, but secondary, like it was put on the back burner, let's per se, because there was other things going on, other things happening, breaking. But today announced officially, which San Diego, just to let you guys know, Irish Shakes knew this 10 days ago. Yeah. If you check Twitter, if you follow our Twitter,
you got this announcement
early. But announced officially today, and a press conference just finished about an hour ago, is the announcement of Mike Shildt, San Diego's new manager.
Let's go.
We talked about it. He was a big name we talked about when names circled when we did our previous podcast about who should the Padres hire. He's been in the organization for 2 years now. Had spent 18 seasons or years per se in the Cardinals organization, multiple championships as a minor league manager. He was promoted to the manager of the Cardinals for managed them for 3 seasons, never had a losing record, never not made the playoffs, went 252 and a 199 as his career as a manager over there. And to finish his season that he was fired, the Cardinals finished a 17-game win streak to knock the Padres out of the playoffs in 2021.
Of course, the Padres. Damn.
So this man comes with a background of success in the big leagues as a manager, not only in the big leagues, in the minor leagues as a manager. Mm-hmm. And this is an in-house hire. This is a guy who's worked directly with AJ Preller for the last 2 seasons.
So knows this team very well.
Knows this team inside and out by now. So I watched the press conference. Did you watch the press conference, Trevor?
Yes.
Yeah, you were able to watch the press conference?
Yeah.
Did anything stick out to you?
Yes and no. I mean, he seems very well put together in his knowledge of the game. Manager experience before. I like the way that he talks to the media. Not necessarily.
Roman asked why did he get fired, and they let him go for mutual indifferences, or I can't remember the exact
philosophical indifferences.
Philosophical indifferences. Damn. So it's kind of a weird firing. Weird situation. But nonetheless, he did interview with the Padres 2 years ago before they hired Bob Melvin. Mm-hmm. And he said he wasn't ready for the role then. So that kind of stuck out to me. But then one of San Diego's great reporters asked, why weren't you ready then? And his answer was true and honest. He said he'd spent 18 years in one organization, and for a week later for him to devote his heart and soul and love to another organization was too much. Yeah. 18 years, that's like a heartbreak, man.
Yeah.
You know, to get fired from an organization that you'd worked your heart, blood, sweat, and tears just to get put in a position to manage finally, to win, make playoffs every season, and then just to be let go, like without a good reasoning. Obviously, we still don't know to this day. Obviously, he might know more because he was in there and dealt with it. But I'm super pumped for this hire. I think he definitely talked about now he's ready, hungrier than ever. He's happy to get a second chance because a lot of managers don't get second chances. They just get one chance and then they turn over, or you get like 10 chances as managers. It's kind of crazy how the world works in baseball. But that was one of the big things that stuck out, is that he said that he is hungrier than ever, ready. And he definitely, I don't know. I enjoyed the conversation more than I enjoyed Bob's conversations with us. I felt like Like, I don't know if he talked better, but he really talked about how well him and AJ's relationship was, and how he is and AJ are going to obviously have differences, but their one main goal is to have each other's backs and this team to win.
Yeah.
That,
That's all you
that
can
was
ask for from a manager. They're obviously aren't going to be on the same page with everything, but you got to fucking suck it up. One of you has to suck it up.
I mean, that's every room of two men.
Right.
There's always
Yeah.
going to be an argument. There's always going to be able to find an argument. That's why we have this podcast, is because the three of us sit
Argue
here
all day long.
and don't pick
Bicker.
on the same side. We're not all on the same page at the end of the day. A lot of the time, the Padres are one subject that we do all happen to agree on. And I'm super excited for this, man, because he had worked alongside another big thing that I'm excited with Mike. He had worked alongside a lot of our minor league teams over the last 2 seasons. He talked about how last year at the end of the season, he spent a whole month with the AA team in their championship stretch. So that was huge. He was able to meet with a lot of our younger guys and work with them, and has relationships with the Snellings, the Ethan Salases, those prospects that we need to turn into not just major league ready players, but all-stars, into championship caliber guys. So he already has those relationships. Talked a lot about Jackson Merrill and how outstanding that young kid is, and how great of a player he is already, and his dedication to play good baseball and be able to be on the field. He knows that doesn't matter where he plays, that type of attitude. So super excited. You always love this type of hire because he has so much knowledge of this team already. He knows what this team needs, and being a special advisor last year or two, he doesn't have the utmost say, like everyone's questioning, oh, he was on the team last year. Why couldn't he fix the downfall last year? Well, he wasn't the man in the seat.
Yeah.
The man in the seat takes charge.
Right.
He makes those calls. That was Bob Melvin's clubhouse.
Was he in the dugout?
Was he in the dugout? I see pictures with him on uniform on.
Yeah, so he covered for the first half of the year at third base.
Oh yeah,
for
right.
For our
Matt
Williams having
Oh, really?
surgery.
Cancer.
Yeah, I want to say cancer. Yeah, so he covered for a big part of that, and then was in and out of the dugout. I remember the year before when Bob was it sick or
COVID probably?
Remember, no, something happened where Flaherty managed for a couple games. So Bob was in the dugout then. So he's been all over the Padres organization, in the clubhouse, outside the clubhouse. He worked directly with Tatis and his wrist and shoulder issue coming back. He worked with Blake Snell at the beginning of 2023 with confidence issues and stuff like that. So this guy has what it takes, and he already has those relationships. So it's just bringing this clubhouse together, and he preached that. That was one of his big things he preached today, is keeping this clubhouse together and building a sound baseball team.
Yeah.
And that's going to take a lot, because right now this team has no pitching. This team doesn't have a real good DH, not real option at first base right now. Has a lot of too much cap on the roster per se. People saying, I mean,
That's
I think
not necessarily his problem though.
No, it's not. But this roster might be changing before this season starts. This roster is forever changing, obviously, under AJ Preller.
And to bring the owner, Mr. Peter Seidler, RIP, back up to question, does that change? Does the cap change, or how does that work with him passing away? Does the money affect us at all, or? Because I know he wasn't the full owner, but like
He was the full owner.
So he was
Was the full
majority. He was majority owner, so he owned 51%. Or
okay.
the Seidler family owns 51% of the Padres.
Yeah.
So he's
it just
majority
gets passed
stakeholder.
down to the family.
So it is still the Padres are still owned by Seidler's family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that isn't changing.
Okay.
The Padres are not being put up for sale. There is no assets changing.
Okay.
Eric Katsenda is stepping in as because every baseball team has to have like head spokesman.
Okay.
So like because a lot of major league teams are owned by multiple people.
Right.
There's not just one guy who owns 100%. It's kind of dumb.
But they need one person to speak up for all.
So you have to have one person to speak up for everybody. So Eric has worked in Peter's foundation for the last 30 years. I want to say he helped started the foundation with Peter and his brother, and he is taking over control.
Okay.
But during this press conference, AJ Preller said Peter had set a standard here, and we're not turning the page. This is staying in Peter's eyesight. Like this, the vision is still there. The main focus is to make and keep San Diego a winning ball club forever.
Yeah.
So that is the goal. Whether that is to get the Padres under cap or not is what they are talking on the inside. That's between AJ, probably Eric Katsenda and Eric Grinupper, those guys.
All right.
So yeah, the Padres do have technically a new speaker, but it's still, Seidler Foundation ownership.
The owners don't necessarily do anything anyways.
Peter does. Because not only did San Diego have some terrible news, but Oakland had some terrible news. Oakland is losing the A's. That was official voted upon MLB. 2024 will be their last season in Oakland. Then 2025, they will play at multiple sites.
Yeah, because they won't have a stadium.
The stadium will not be ready until they want to say 2026. So 24 last season in Oakland. 25, there's Vegas has a minor league stadium that they'll play in. They'll also play in other team stadiums, I guess, is what I heard, or the college or something. I can't remember exactly, but
that's kind of crazy.
But someone had reported that AJ had been leading a group of owners to vote against it, a group to 7 or 8 owners, and that would have actually been enough. With AJ or not AJ, sorry. I'm sorry. Totally sorry about that. With Peter passing, they said the commissioner was able to rally the troops and vote everyone full. So that sucks. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I definitely think owners do stuff because Peter was that guy.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, everyday operations, most owners are not involved.
Most owners, but I mean,
the Padres were lucky to have an owner that was involved and wanted to win.
Yes, because going back to the Manny Machado extension, like Pete said, get it done.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like, man, Manny wants a lot. This extension doesn't make sense for us right now. He has a contract.
I don't care.
Get it done. He wanted to get another superstar. We tried to get the captain, Aaron Judge. We tried to get Trey Turner. We ended up with Xander Bogaerts. How? Papa Pete said, here's the 11th year. Like that type of owner doesn't really, happen in baseball 20 years ago.
No.
Not many baseball owners are like that right now. There's only a few that are willing to spend hundreds of millions to win. So Padres definitely lost a great one. But I'm really hoping AJ and both the Erics are ready to build this team up again and into a championship caliber ball club. And I definitely think they're going to be able to do that. Will Soto be on the roster next year? Who the fuck knows?
Will Snell be on the roster next year?
At this rate, I don't think so. And it sucks because the two teams interested in him are the Dodgers and the Giants.
Oh my god. I don't want to face him fucking 4 times a year.
Oh, more than that, probably.
Oh no.
Well, they're changing the pitch clock again, so
Yeah, pitch
he's not
clock
gonna make
making it a little
Why?
down. But
Again, shorter?
yeah, I think I want to do 18 seconds.
20 to 18.
What the fuck? They're trying to make the game even faster.
I don't know why, but I like this year. I liked where it was. Yeah, so the Padres have a lot of questions because right now our pitching staff is Joe Musgrove, Yu Darvish, Pedro Oliva,
Avila.
Avila. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I think we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna sign Blake Snell. I think we're going to spend more money.
They already made one move. You know, they already traded Scott Barlow.
Yeah.
For the same exact pitcher, but 4 years younger and $6 million cheaper.
Yeah.
So I want to say AJ the last week had saved like roughly $9 million already. With the cuts, clippings, and trades. So, you know, there's definitely a lot of room to work with. We're gonna have to attach a prospect to Carpenter to have someone eat his contract. Might have to do the same thing to Jake. And then there's your 2 cap casualties. You know,
maybe
he already saved 9. What's Carpenter making? 12?
6.
Oh, really? Only that much?
Well,
so it was
2 for 12.
2 for 12. So that's another, and then Jake's making
9.
8, 9. So that's another 15. So right there, you saved about 20, 25 million, those 2 guys, and plus the Barlow trade. I mean, that's exactly how you get to where you needed to be.
Jake's gone?
No, I'm just throwing
tangible that way.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. He wants Jake on.
No,
I don't want Jake.
I like Jake. I have a Jake Cronenworth jersey in my closet that I like a lot. I'm a big fan of Jake Cronenworth, but right now he doesn't fit on our team aspect.
Unless if he starts raking, then he's fine.
Can he learn a corner spot in the outfield? Can he take over right and put Tati in center?
First base.
Tati's at first base?
No. He's saying Jake at first still.
Yeah.
Because, you know, our team right now, we have Xander slated to be a shortstop. Hassan Kim at second and Jake at first. There's not a lot of power in those 3 bats. And I'm really nervous Xander Bogaerts is only going to get a little bit better.
Well, that's why you signed a straight hitter and he plays DH.
That's been our biggest problem is that the last couple of years that we've had a DH spot, we haven't been able to fulfill it.
Nope.
That's really been our problem.
Everybody comes to the Padres and shits the bed.
Well, it doesn't help that you have defensive guys playing power positions and they don't necessarily play. They don't have any power.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying Jake Cronenworth right now does not fit what we need. I need a guy who hits RBIs. Okay. Xander Bogaerts did not do that for us in the middle of our lineup all year. And that's something Shilt's going to have to figure out where Xander Bogaerts fits on this team. Shildt, that's number 1 priority is fix Xander Bogaerts. Because 55 RBIs in the 5 hole is ridiculous, dude. No one talks about it. Yeah, he batted way better the second half. He batted a 300 the second half. He batted in the 5 hole in a team that got on base but couldn't score, and he was one of the biggest reasons. 55 RBIs is going to haunt me until next year starts. And that's what I don't think Bob got, is that sometimes you have to shake the whole ball up. Sometimes you have to go play ball. You know, a lot of teams drop guys down in order when they're not doing good. That's been a thing forever in baseball. Move the lineup around.
You think Xander drops to fucking 5 or
fucking 7? If he,
8?
I mean, in this past year, it took him forever until Bob moved him to the 2-hole for him to hit.
Yeah.
He hit great in the 2-hole. He doesn't like the 2-hole, but who gives a fuck what he likes? And that's what I need in my manager.
I don't care what you like.
Don't want Josh Hader back at all, unless my manager is going to tell him, don't care what you like, go pitch. But I don't think we sign him back.
Josh Hader wasn't the issue.
No, but I'm just saying that type of player is the issue. That type of attitude was the issue this last year.
Yeah, but
those guys,
he came out and said, I'd come out and pitch when I get called on. I was never called on.
No, he didn't. He made it way bigger, way more big of a deal at the very end of the year. Like, he's like, well, what position are we in? We're not in the position to make playoffs. Like, why would I do that? Why would I get hurt? Blah, blah, blah. That's just, you sound like a pussy, bro.
Why are you expecting to get hurt?
Oh, that's just exactly why you think like that. We need a manager, and I'm really sure that this is the guy who's going to be like, hey, motherfucker, you're not the boss. And that's what Bob didn't do. Bob did not have a backbone last year. That's from the outside looking in, because our guys did not show up. They showed up to the field, but didn't show up under the lights.
It's like they didn't want to like play for him.
Yeah, it's like he had lost that clubhouse after they had just had a crazy year and added so much to the team.
But how could he lose the clubhouse like that?
They did not.
Tragic happened for him to.
They did not compete at all.
Yeah.
They all just assumed that
it
we're
would
good
work.
enough.
Yeah. Oh, we're good enough. We're good enough. No, you're not. That was the mindset. Hey, it'll come. What Manny Machado say?
Yeah. As long as we make playoffs.
No, he said that famous quote. He said, it might not be now, but
when things don't hop on the bandwagon when we start raking.
Yeah, when we start, like, yeah, fucking never happened, bro. Like, that's what we needed at a guy, and I think Shildt's that way. You know, there's a video from Randy Rosarena's Instagram, him talking shit during the playoffs, like that type of guy. Yeah, we start the shit and we finish it. Like, that's the type of fucking guy I want running our clubhouse. I want to start the shit, and I want to finish it. And then during his press conference today, the last thing that stood out to me is they were all talking about playoffs. And he goes, number one goal is to win this damn division because we haven't won it in years or even factored.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's number one goal, is to actually win this division.
Yeah.
I think it was 2006.
Yeah. But that's almost 20 years now.
We were 82 and 80.
And we won the division.
And we were 82 and 80 last year.
It's a lot different these days, bud. A lot different.
Step one, win the division for sure.
Yeah, I think the right guy is in charge now. We're gonna add some pieces, obviously.
I think he set himself up well too, like to spend multiple years in this organization to learn your way, obviously quickly, but
to go. Like how he said, we're gonna be playing with swagger and substance. That means he's willing to do whatever it fucking takes. Substance, spider tack, steroids, cross the ball, whatever it takes.
Swagger and substance. I can't wait for the sticky to come back.
Whatever it takes. That's the type of guy you want out there.
Literally, whatever it takes. That's what this team needs. That's the mentality they need. Whatever you say, coach.
Yeah. And there's rumblings of bullshit hit pieces that are supposed to come out about some certain players. I guess we'll talk about that when it comes out. But
let the kid live.
Yeah,
let the kid live.
Let the kid live. That's all I had to say.
I'm just waiting for the post to come out that she was hacked or something.
If that's real, and it does come out,
I think that's what I was mentioning to you guys earlier.
I really don't care.
Not the first time it's ever happened in MLB.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens a lot in this day and age, whether you like it or not. So, I mean, as long as we're hitting dingers and winning chips, fuck if I care. Fuck if I care what's going on behind the scenes. Like Dwight Howard said, what happens in my bed? Buddy, yeah, you know what? What happens at your home stays at your home. I give a rat's. That's all it is to it.
Thanks.
But I'm super excited. Padres finally announced this. It's been a long time coming since Bob's been gone.
What was his deal?
It was a 2-year deal.
How many monies?
I don't know. They didn't say, but I'm sure it won't be too bad.
How much was Bob's? Wasn't his 10 years or something?
No, Bob got a 3-year deal.
Oh, 3.
And he was set to make the most as a manager for $4 million per year.
Damn.
But then Craig Counsell got hired. He's getting $10 million per year.
God damn.
Yeah, Bob was set to make the most.
10?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Don't know how it happened.
That's crazy.
I really don't
How
know.
many years is that?
I didn't see. 3 years.
5
years, 10.
It was 5 years, 50 for Counsell. Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Damn, son. I mean, they had to steal him. He was a Brewer forever.
Yeah.
So he had to jump ship, enter division.
Uh-oh. Crazy.
Yeah, not too many happy campers for that. We'll see where this team goes, though, this offseason. We'll keep you updated as more information comes our way. But yeah, the San Diego Padres are here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. Don't think anything's going to change.
Mike Shilt's going to bring us to the top.
Yep. They non-tendered a lot of people. So goodbye to Austin Nola and Tim Hill.
Really?
I'm sad.
Yeah, they both are now free agents.
Wow.
And then we brought back in the swap for Scott Barlow, Enlil Del Santos.
Aniel de los Santos.
Aniel. There you go. That's how you say it. Aniel. Used to pitch for us in the minors. We drafted him or signed him out of somewhere back in the day and traded him. And then
for Freddie Galvis.
Oh, for Freddie Galvis. That was the swap back then. We needed a shortstop.
He was on the Phillies for a while.
I do remember that. He's had 2 back-to-back really good seasons, so he's just breaking out. And I think our boy Ruben can even make him better. So
Ruben,
the Guardians do have good
development.
Pitching, development as well. But yeah, Austin Nola no longer a Padre. Holy smokus!
Who's our catcher then?
He's going to Philly.
Who do you think our catcher is?
Fucking Campusano?
Campy. Here in the second half. I want Gary back. I want Gary back.
Yeah, I want Jorge back, man. Fuck. I'll take Gary though.
Jorge's long gone.
You want Jorge because he looks like you.
Exactly. Exactly. And he's did good for us. Had heart.
And I definitely want to say congratulations officially to Blake Snell, even though we've known this for a while. Official Cy Young. That was great.
Ryan Weathers called it.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Tune back to that podcast.
Yep. Ryan Weathers called it
from the past
on this podcast here.
Yep. Yeah, this podcast average takes. It's pretty smart. Not gonna lie.
We're calling a lot of things lately.
Yeah. How did these guys know who was the manager?
Just a couple average guys.
Who was our sources that happened to be true 10 days ago?
All I want to say is we're more connected than you guys think.
Yeah. We're in there like somewhere.
More close than you think. With Bob going, I don't know if we talked about, but Ryan Christensen and Matt Williams also accepted jobs with the Giants. So he took along his bench coach and third base coach. So the Padres will be filling both of those here soon, a bench coach and a third base coach. Our pitching bullpen coach, Ben Fritz, he interviewed for the Angels pitching coach job, but was not hired and is returning to our bullpen. Highly respected Ben Fritz, by the way. He is a big name I'm hearing that could be hired away sooner than later.
Ben Fritz.
Ben Fritz, yeah. So the Padres need because our first base coach is coming back as well for now. Macias. I want to say is Daniel Macias. He will be back for now. They didn't really talk about assistant coaches or bench coaches or anything like that during the press conferences.
Benji Gill.
I'm sure they'll talk about it here sooner than later.
Benji Gill, first base coach?
No, bench coach.
Bench coach.
Oh, bench coach.
Yeah, we do. We need a bench and a third base coach. I would not be surprised. And I mean, we still don't really know who our hitting coach is. I mean, we have 2 assistants. I'm not too sure if they'll be back. Yeah, but I would not be surprised if we hire a couple of the coaches we interviewed for manager. Do you think that's weird?
I don't think that's weird, but
if we hired both former Angel coaches.
No.
Their former manager Phil Nevin as our third base coach and Benji Gill's a bench, or vice versa.
It just depends what I guess their preference is, because
AJ will figure it out.
If they got a manager job, they're all like, "Oh, I'm a manager now. I'm not gonna go fucking third base coach. I'm a manager."
Very true.
I would really, really like to see Shildt be able to pick some of his guys,
but it just makes sense for
Shildt connection.
Like Benji Gill was a third base coach, I think, for the Angels last year, first base coach, whatever.
Yeah,
I think it just makes sense, like pecking order, bench coach, and then all of a sudden your manager, assistant manager, whatever.
Yeah, I could definitely see Benji as our bench. I'm really hoping. That's what the Average Shake tweet was. So you never know.
Well, it's gonna happen. They're just waiting to get it announced.
You never know. You never know.
According to some sources.
According to the sources.
It's happening.
I'm sure there's a lot of candidates they'll go through. I mean, Adrian Gonzalez is a hitting coach. Is a possibility. He interviewed for the manager spot. They interviewed Adrian Gonzalez to be the manager. And
did you see
before.
What was I gonna say? Brad Osmus got hired today.
Yeah, as a bench coach.
I think he's hitting coach of the Yankees now.
Hitting coach of the Yankees. I thought it was. But yeah, Brad Osmus, couple-time manager.
Yeah.
Padres wanted him for a little bit. I am pretty sure
he's boys with Brett Boone, Aaron Boone. Sorry.
So yeah, it's interesting what the Padres will do in the following days, weeks, but definitely going to need some coaches, some assistant coaches.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's what Padres Twitter will be talking about: Juan Soto and the assistant coaches.
Yeah. I don't really care what they talk about. Juan Soto's gonna be a Padre and for at least July. So
I hope you're right.
If we want to keep him, then we can keep him. But people are crying about what we gave up to get Juan Soto, and I think we can get just as much back because we have the best scouter in the whole world on the Padres. So
yeah, I do agree with that. But my official stance on Juan Soto and the San Diego Padres, this is official. Okay, this is my official stance. Juan Soto going into a contract year when he's already been offered $440 million is going to be the most insane Juan Soto you've ever fucking seen. So you want him to be a San Diego Padre. That's my official stance. Juan Soto in a contract year, Blake Snell a contract year, Cy Young. What the fuck is Juan Soto going to do? What hasn't he done so far?
Win an MVP.
MVP.
Need that out of him.
Yeah. So why is everyone talking trade Juan Soto? Because he's going into what could be the best year of Juan Soto's career. What should be the best year of his career? Because him and Scott Boras are telling everybody since this kid's been 19, no, we will not accept a deal. No. Didn't matter how much money. So I'm expecting Juan Soto to go absolutely fucking
bonkers,
insane. It's my official stance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't give a fuck about prospects. So
yeah,
I'll keep him for the whole year and he goes sign somewhere else. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Last thing before we hit the road, Mike Shildt, quote for quote, I'm going to be a big part in helping carrying Peter's vision moving forward to ultimately us winning a first world championship. I'm really excited about it. That'll be one way we could remember the great legacy of Peter Seidler.
Yeah, absolutely. This whole season is going to be directed
what the fuck
for Peter. So as if this team didn't need enough more juice to get fired up for the season. As if they didn't need enough. This happens. And the Padres are going to win the World Series.
Can't fucking wait till the day.
And then we got a parade. And then we got a wedding.
All right. Nothing wrong with being average. Cardinals made some weird moves today. Lance Lynn and Kyle Gibson, some older vets.
Lance Lynn to the Cardinals?
Yeah, Cardinals signed Lance Lynn back. He used to
back.
And Kyle Gibson, some vets to round out their rotation. All right, nothing wrong with being average. RIP Papa Pete. You were fucking legend, man. San Diego's gonna miss you forever. Thank you for everything. And congrats to Mike Shildt and the San Diego Padres for finding your guy, and let's fucking win a chip for him.
Let's ride.